Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Sonic Adventure 2. In this episode we are going to Stage 3 Prison Lane, find the core of the prison, and this is one of Tails' stages. And so basically for Tails' stages, this is, well, back shooting is what it is. Yes, just like with Gamma in, Sonic Adventure 1, Tails' gameplay is just so where like he's in his tornado and he's in his battle mode. So yeah, basically all his levels are mech shooting. And I mean, gameplay-wise, it seems fine enough. Like, like it does work just as well as Gamma did in SA1. Although, one thing I will probably say that I can never understand for the life of me, that some of the stages are going to be highly questionable, and well, we'll see those a little later on. Like for this one, maybe it might be a little understandable because we're in one of the indoor bases of Prison Island. And so, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, but later levels make absolutely no sense to me, and we'll get to that once we get to those, and they're just, I can never understand those, so basically what you do, you just go along and, blow some shit up. That's what you do. You just press and hold the B button, and if you aim at those other targets, like those gun mechs, then you can actually just get multiple shots at them. So that should actually well actually that should up your score. I was about to say lower. No, that's not it. If they made it like this, then this game would be unplayable. But yeah, pressing B, you can just shoot at them, or you can just hold B and then you use the laser, and then you just make multiple shots. If you just aim like for multiple targets or multiple targets around there. So it's actually just with holding and tails, yeah, all that kind of stuff here. So those of you are actually just like seeing this video now, and you might have noticed that the quality looks a little better than previously, like especially like in the first episode, which is so weird because you see that suddenly this quality is a little better. That's because I am actually starting with this episode. I'm actually recording the footage using Open Broadcaster software, or OBS, or OBS Studio is what it is, and it's also something I probably could have and should have used a long time ago. Because I was sticking with ArcSoft, which is one of those capture softwares that my Hotpot can use, and I was trying to save some space on my computer because it kind of looked like it was running a little low. I mean, not really that much though, but I just need to clear some space. And I actually tried to give her one of the those Hotpot capture software that or the softwares that I probably didn't necessarily need. But then what had happened is that that as a consequence, then I had to delete that as well. And there was no way for me to try to restore that because the CD I had was not working properly, like it didn't want to load up anything, so I don't know if it was either corrupted or something like that, I don't know, maybe, or just wanted to fuck itself over. And so I tried re-downloading it in another possible way, and it, for some reason, didn't want to capture again. And so like, well, what the hell am I supposed to do? So then I realized that I actually did have a OBS with me, which I was trying to use for live streaming on my old computer, which wasn't really working well. But I got a new computer anyway, so it could actually work in this instance. But yeah, I had that mainly for doing these live streams, like once I ever get to do some live streams. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just go and test something out using OBS, because I'm pretty sure, like, because I know that so many people, like so many other YouTubers, when they do Let's Plays nowadays, they use OBS for recording or capturing video footage, and so I figured, no, maybe I should just give it a shot. So I made sure I plugged everything into my capture device, and everything was good to go. And so I got the I got a picture or video and the video feed in, and so I started recording it. And then I saw the video was done, like everything was looking perfectly, and quality looked better. And so I was actually pretty satisfied about that. So so I was like, you know what? Yeah, this works, but definitely. So yeah, I'll be using OBS from now on. And so there you have it. So yeah, you're seeing better video quality, and that's what I'm using now for OBS. So that's what it'll be from now. And something that I can actually just use for my videos to have like much better quality, because that's what I want to do. So anyway, so that's stage done. And yeah, I don't think I ever mentioned you do get reward emblems for every stage you complete. So anywho.
Huh? Amy?
Keep your voice down. Have no fear. Amy Rose is here.
How'd you get here?
Well, if you gotta know, I caught a ride with Tails. Are you sure you don't need my help? It looks like you could use it.
The reason I'm in here is because of that fake hedgehog.
You mean that black hedgehog?
Did you see it? Where is it now?
If I tell ya, will you marry me?
No way!
I thought I had you this time. That black hedgehog came here with Dr. Eggman.
So, Eggman's behind this, huh?
What's all that writing on the wall anyway? Did you write that? Wait for me, Sonic! He's such a brat sometimes.
Okay, first of all, Amy, how the hell did you even get here to begin with? Second of all, where the hell did you get that card? You showed there was no instance of you getting that card and then using that Sonic free. And why the hell do you want to marry him? For like you were at least writing him for just for marriage anyway. I don't know. All right, so here we are at stage 4, Middle Harbor, and so back to playing as Sonic once more, and yeah, just high-speed action here. I gotta say, I actually do enjoy Sonic stages like pretty much the most, and you know, of course, spoiler warning, Shadow stages because you know we'll be getting to Shadow once we get to the Dark story. But for now, yeah, for the hero story, then it's just you know with playing as Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. Not Amy though, because well, Amy is just there; she's not playable. And also, if we go up here, we have the light shoes. These are one of the upgrades, and so that allows us to do the light dash. And yes, upgrades once again make a return from Sonic Adventure 1. And of course, as part of my Let's Plays, I will be grabbing every single one of the upgrades in this game. So anyway, so yeah, like with before, you with a light dash, you see a trail of rings, and you can just zip through those as you collect those. And I missed a checkpoint. God damn it. Now, I gotta say though, the Lightspeed Dash actually has a major upgrade from SA1. Because originally in SA1, in order to use the light dash, you have to press and hold the B button for the spin dash until Sonic lights up, and then he'll have to use the light dash. However, in this game, they upgraded to where, like, if you stand by the rings, you just press B, and then you use light dash instantaneously. So that's definitely a much better upgrade, I gotta say. I really do like how they got it better. So anyhow, I gotta say, I really do like this track. And oh, by the way, now if you want the A ring for this one, you have to make sure you go all the way up. Like there's that one ledge you can get up to, that you can grab onto, but there's actually another pathway you can come across. And I actually thought of going for that way because it looked like it was doing good, and I thought I could be able to get to the get to that upper part easily, just get the A rank. However, by complete instinct, I completely forgot about that and just went right for that handling there. Yeah, there's the other one up there. So if you want to get the A rank, you have to grab onto that one right there. So yeah, I thought of going for that, but then my instincts just forced me to just go on the other one. So yeah, there goes that A rank. But yeah, it's actually there if you want to get to that. I was doing so perfectly too. Like I thought I was just doing it on my first attempt, which actually would have been amazing, honestly. But then again, though, I might have fucked up there, so I didn't want to. I don't know if I even want to take any risks. And I got a D rank because of this, so just for that. Yeah, I gotta say, like, you know, the game wants you to do good, but at the same time, rankings I never really like because, well, you know, sometimes I have to get a ranking to survive. So I do believe next we're going to be going to a boss fight, so...
Phew. So far, so good. Hey, that's...
That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
I found you, Faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be
I'll
my
make you eat those words.
There's no time to play games. You won't even get the chance.
Okay, I seriously don't even like how they do the editing. Like, not only is the sound mixing terrible, but the editing for the voices is real bad, too, because you'll see characters constantly interrupting each other and just never finishing their sentences. And also, the music is too loud, too. Like, you can barely hear those characters either when they talk because of the music being so loud. But anyway, so we have a... oh, and I fucked up there. So we have a character battle. We have a Shadow. All I gotta do is you have to avoid his attacks, and then you can also use either the homing attack or you just roll into him, and yeah, that's about it. That's a rather kind of cakewalk. So yeah, that was it. That was just Shadow. It's pretty short. Yeah, it's one of those character battles you do, just like with Tails and Eggman. So yeah, there we go. And stage 5, Green Forest. Escape from the island in 8 minutes. Oh shit, we got a time limit.
Shadow, what are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with you on it!
Blows up? We gotta get out of here. Find Amy and Tails. Right away.
What was that again, Sonic? I couldn't hear you through this loud music, which actually is real good. I also really do like this track. Sonic Adventure 2 does have a pretty good soundtrack, although I mean it does have like, you know, a lot of emphasis on the guitar, but it's still a great soundtrack anyway, so I do enjoy it. So anyway, here we are in Green Forest, and so yeah, you have to just basically just like run like a madman in under 8 minutes, which I mean shouldn't be too bad though, because like that's still kind of plenty of time anyway. But you know, because Prison Island is about to explode, then yeah, that's why there's that time limit, and I didn't mean to accidentally granted that railing that was right there. So anyway, so yeah, you just keep on through. There's also supposed to be an upgrade, which I kind of like waits a little bit of time just having to look around for it, but I do eventually get it anyway. So yeah, like I said, just like with SA1 early, you know, since I'm doing a Let's Play of this, that means I'm gonna go for all the upgrades. And there's also one last upgrade that requires me to backtrack to previous stages, but I'll actually get to those once we're just about done with the with those main stories, and then we'll just backtrack to get the other upgrades. Like some of those would be the ones like it's actually called a Mystic Melody, and they're usually like in the previous stages, like in the first stage, to get it. So yeah, and you actually need certain upgrades to get to those. Like as of right now, I can't really get that kind of upgrade. But once we're done with each of the stories, then I'll go and show this off, or at least well, for instance, once I get done with the hero story, then I'll just go ahead and show off where the Mystic Melody is and get that as well. So And speaking of upgrades, so to get the next upgrade, if you go over this way and destroy that gun beetle that's right there, we have the Ancient Light. Light attack to defeat multiple enemies at light speed. Press the B button to charge up, then release to destroy nearby enemies. I actually wouldn't recommend doing this if you're in mid-air and destroying those gun beetles to get across, because it can be very useless. It just basically makes Sonic go around a loop. If I actually talking in gibberish, I do apologize if you're hearing that. I gotta mix my word around, so dyslexia. Anyhow, there's actually something more I also wanted to say, but I can't exactly put my finger on. Well, actually, I do want to say though, there's one thing I didn't really go over yet. It's the voice cast. I never really got to go over the voice cast, so I'll go and do so right now. So basically, so for the characters or the actors voicing these characters, we have Ryan Drummond, who's once again voicing Sonic, returning from SA1. He sounded a little different than SA1 because I remember that game he sounded a little bit gravely or something like that. But for this one, it kind of just tends to sound a little more natural for Sonic. And then for Tails, he is voiced by Connor Bringus. Previously, he was voiced by Corey Bringus, but since he was starting to get older and his voice was deepening, then that role was led over to his brother, Connor Bringus. So he had to voice him instead. And honestly, though, yeah, it sucks because the way he's voicing Tails, like clear. I mean, granted, I know he's young, but I know like many other child actors that do a better job. But like he clearly looks like he's reading off a script anyway, so yeah. And also, if you're playing Tails stages, be prepared to just be constantly heard when he goes like, okay! And also some stupid sounds that you just hear as well. And then we also have Shadow, who's voiced by David Humphrey. And then we have Knuckles, who's voiced by Scott Dreyer, which I gotta say, kind of sounds a little too monotone for my liking when he's voicing Knuckles and a little bit emotionless. And then we also have another newcomer named Rouge the Bat. She's voiced by, Lonnie Manella, and I'm actually literally looking at the voice cast on a wiki. And then Amy is once again voiced by Jennifer DeWillard, and then Eggman is once again voiced by Dean Bristow. Well, the late Dean Bristow as well. And honestly, I gotta say, I really do like Dean Bristow's performance as Eggman in this game, because he actually managed to sound real menacing.
Just made it.
Like I said, the kind of a hammy kind of performance, it makes it sound menacing. Well, we'll hear more of that. So, anyway, Green Force is done, and hopefully we should leave before the whole place blows up. which will be now. All right, folks, stage 6, Pumpkin Hill, and once again, we're back in Knuckles again.
This place sure feels haunted. There's no time to lose. I have to hurry and find the Master Emerald.
Did I ever say anything about the rap music that plays in Knuckles stages? I gotta say, it is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. So yeah, this is a shovel claw, can dig to the ground or wall. So yeah, we'll definitely need this upgrade for this stage here, because some of the Master Emerald pieces will be in underground, but you can actually get some other items too. Yeah, pretty much the Knuckles stages are like all rap music, which I mean, it is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. I actually do like Pumpkin Hill's theme though. It sounds pretty catchy somehow. I don't know why, it just does. Anyway, so Pumpkin Hill, so yeah, once again, we gotta find 3 pieces of the Master Emerald just like before. I gotta say, fuck this stage, oh my god, like, I was recording this, and I took such a long-ass time for this, because, like, so, here's the thing, so I was talking about how, like, you know, that somehow, like, in addition to the radar being butchered, where it goes in a linear kind of fashion, like with SA1, I never really talked about the monitors right there, the whole hint system. Oh, and also Omochao. Yeah, Omochao is there to replace Tikal as your guide, and of course he's very well known for doing a good job at pointing the painfully fucking obvious. But you actually could get back at him just by abusing him if you ever want to. I guess the developers had that in mind. Anyway, so yeah, we have these monitors, and supposedly they actually give you hints though. Here's the biggest problem though: they only tell you exactly which area there is, like only by words though. Because you remember in SA1, if you go to the balls of light, or at least in Tikal's case, if you touch those, then she'll actually lead you over to where the piece of the Master Emerald is, and it's actually a lot better like that. But the hint monitors, it'll actually tell you exactly where it is, but only just by words, and only just give you some very vague hints for that, which might be helpful at first, but at the same time, not really though, because they can be very vague, they make absolutely no sense, and for first-time players especially, the game assumes that you would already know the whole area by now, especially for bigger areas. Because like there ain't no way you actually get this on your first try though, for these hints. But like, you know, or if you actually just could remember those areas, or actually where some of those are. And so like, and they get so much more obnoxiously worse later on, which we'll probably see, like especially in that one fucking level where stage, fucking rat space. Anyway, so like because of how vague they are. And like, you know, you never really tell exactly where they probably would be. And I had to do a few editing processes. Look how my timer's going up. And here's another thing. If you want to get the A rank, or if you want to get a higher score, you don't want to go for those monitors though. Make sure you don't interact with the monitors though, because that actually does affect your score, and it'll give you a riskier chance of getting an E rank. Which, yeah, that'd be fucking helpful as well. So if you don't want to get the A rank, then don't go for the monitors. But in situations like those, I actually went for the monitors anyway because, well, you know, I had to because I had no idea what they were talking about. And, like, I was trying to look for, and they're telling me, like, exactly which area. So I went to the same area because that's where the radar is going off, trying to look for the emerald piece. And, you know, in this version, in battle version, it'll actually tell you that, you'll see an exclamation mark above Knuckles' head showcasing where the emerald is, but this is a Dreamcast version, so it doesn't have that. So I was going all around trying to find where the emerald piece was, like, where the fuck is it? Like, it said, like, in between those, the triangle of the tombstones, and there it was, right there. And look how much the time it was, 13 minutes. And, like, you know, it took me a long time trying to figure out where the emerald was, and then I still couldn't find it, because I could have sworn I was in that area. But then I couldn't find it anywhere. And so I got frustrated eventually, and then eventually, just by sheer luck, because this whole thing is luck-based, by sheer luck, I actually managed to find the emerald. And I'm like, oh yeah, there it was. I was so frustrated as shit trying to find it. And yeah, I know I'm at the end of the video just going on these tangents, but you know, because of how vague the hint system is and how unhelpful they are, then you'll be going all over the place finding that damn emerald piece, and even with the radar going off, you can't even find it, and you just only find it by sheer luck. Like, oh, there it is. Especially if you're playing the Dreamcast version, and it gets so much more obnoxious like that. And, you know, this is actually one of those poor design choices they had for like, because, you know, you see these glaring issues if you play this game again. But with Knuckle stages especially, it's so noticeable because it's so luck based, and it took me a long time to get that done with all this with the stupid hint system. And then I was like, oh, there they are. It was right there. Well, gee, thanks for showing me the rare. Actually, just finally giving it to me. We do this out of pity. And I'm like, oh my god, fuck this stage. Fuck Knuckle stages in SA2. And Pumpkin Hill was actually the absolute worst for that. That was like, that's where I drew the line. I was like, oh, okay, you know what? This is just fucking obnoxious. Like, the Knuckle stages are the worst stages in SA2. So, like, you know, if you're playing the Dreamcast version, be prepared to spend hours of finding the emerald, because holy shit, it'll take you a long time just trying to find those. And don't get me started on those fucking later stages. And, oh, we'll probably get to the, oh my god, just, ugh. Anyway, we're at the end of the video, so next time Let's Play Sonic Adventure 2, we are going to see what goes on next, and we'll just have to, like, I don't know, we'll see what comes up next. So, I will see you guys then.